Political Science, Class 11. Political Theory, An Introduction, Chapter 1. 150 medium hard multiple choice questions. Q1. Who among the following observed that politics envelops us like the coils of a snake? A. Karl Marx. B. Rousseau. C. Mahatma Gandhi. D. B.R. Ambedkar. Answer, C. Q2. What does the metaphor, coils of a snake, imply regarding politics? A. It is entirely venomous and evil. B. It is an unavoidable, pervasive part of human life. C. It represents betrayal by politicians. D. It is a complex illusion. Answer, B. Q3. Assertion, A. Gandhi believed there is no other way but to wrestle with politics. Reason, R. Politics is so deeply ingrained in our society that it cannot be ignored. A. Both A and R are true and R explains A. B. Both A and R are true but R does not explain A. C. A is true but R is false. D. A is false but R is true. Answer, A. Q4. According to the NCERT text, what is the required response to the coils of politics? A. To escape into spirituality. B. To wrestle with it. C. To abolish political institutions. D. To ignore it completely. Answer, B. Q5. Which of the following best captures Gandhi's practical advice on everyday politics? A. Stay away from political affairs. B. Engage in struggle with the political realities. C. Focus solely on personal liberation. D. Leave politics to the elite. Answer, B. Q6. How is politics commonly perceived by the general public in everyday conversations? A. As a noble public service. B. As a synonym for manipulation and self-interest. C. As a purely academic discipline. D. As an exact science. Answer, B. Q7. When a person says he is playing politics, they usually mean that the person is A. Engaging in fair democratic debate. B. Pursuing public welfare. C. Using manipulative tactics for personal gain. D. Studying political theory. Answer, C. Q8. Assertion, A. Many people link politics with scams and false promises. Reason, R. The actions of self-serving politicians often shape the public's understanding of politics. A. Both A and R are true and R explains A. B. Both A and R are true but R does not explain A. C. A is true but R is false. D. A is false but R is true. Answer, A. Q9. Which of the following reflects a cynical view of politics mentioned in Chapter 1? A. Politics is about forming governments. B. Politics is what politicians do to stay in power. C. Politics is the study of freedom. D. Politics is essential for society. Answer, B. Q10. Even businessmen and entrepreneurs sometimes blame politics when A. Their business flourishes. B. Their projects fail or face regulatory hurdles. C. They pay their taxes. D. They engage in philanthropy. Answer, B. Q11. According to political theory, can any society exist without some form of political organization? A. Yes, stateless societies always thrive. B. No, society needs collective decision making. C. Yes, if everyone is highly educated. D. No, because humans are naturally violent. Answer, B. Q12. What is the primary function of political organizations in a society? A. To generate profit. B. To enforce religious doctrines. C. To facilitate collective decision-making and governance. D. To promote cultural arts. Answer, C. Q13. Assertion, A. Politics is an integral part of any society. Reason, R. It involves multiple institutions like family, schools, and government that shape our lives. A. Both A and R are true and R explains A. B. Both A and R are true but R does not explain A. C. A is true but R is false. D. A is false but R is true. Answer A. Q14. Which of the following is not considered a part of the broader political environment that affects our lives? A. Economic institutions. B. Educational policies. C. Foreign policies. D. Personal dietary preferences, unless regulated. Answer D. Q15. The statement, governments determine our economic policy and foreign policy, illustrates that A. Politics is irrelevant to daily life. B. Governments have a profound impact on citizens' lives. C. Foreign policy is independent of politics. D. Economic policy is only about money, not politics. Answer B. Q16. What does political theory systematically study? A. Only the historical dates of revolutions. B. The values and principles that shape constitutions and social life. C. The geographical boundaries of nations. D. The biological traits of humans. Answer B. Q17. Which of the following questions is a primary concern of political theory? A. How do we calculate GDP? B. How should society be organized? C. What is the chemical composition of water? D. How do computers work? Answer B. Q18. Political theory clarifies the meaning of concepts such as A. Gravity and motion. B. Freedom, equality, and justice. C. Demand and supply. D. Flora and fauna. Answer B. Q19. Consider the following statements. 1. Political theory looks at the significance of past political ideas. 2. It applies these ideas to present-day institutions. Which is, are correct? A. Only 1. B. Only 2. C. Both 1 and 2. D. Neither 1 nor 2. Answer C. Q20. Assertion A. Political theory is irrelevant to everyday citizens. Reason R. It only deals with abstract ancient philosophies. A. Both A and R are true. B. Both A and R are false. C. A is true but R is false. D. A is false but R is true. Answer B. Q21. Who is recognized as the first modern thinker to argue that freedom is a fundamental right of humankind? A. Karl Marx. B. Jean-Jacques Rousseau. C. Plato. D. Aristotle. Answer B. Q22. Rousseau's argument regarding freedom primarily focused on A. Economic equality. B. The divine right of kings. C. Freedom is an inherent human right. D. Technological advancement. Answer C. Q23. Assertion A. Rousseau's ideas have no relevance in modern democracies. Reason R. Modern democracies only care about economic equality. A. Both A and R are true. B. Both A and R are false. C. A is true but R is false. D. A is false but R is true. Answer B. Q24. Which core political value was most heavily emphasized by Jean-Jacques Rousseau in his initial arguments? A. Secularism. B. Censorship. C. Freedom. D. Totalitarianism. Answer C. Q25. In the context of the chapter, Rousseau's ideas belong to which category? A. Ancient Greek philosophy. B. Modern political thought. C. Eastern mysticism. D. Empirical science. Answer B. Q26. Karl Marx argued that which value was just as crucial as freedom? A. Monarchy. B. Equality. C. Capitalism. D. Censorship. Answer B. Q27. Marx's focus on equality was primarily directed towards changing the A. Religious institutions. B. Educational curriculum. C. Economic structures of society. D. Linguistic policies. Answer C. Q28. Assertion A. Karl Marx believed that true freedom could only be achieved if there was economic equality. Reason R. He argued against the exploitation inherent in unequal economic structures. A. Both A and R are true and R explains A. B. Both A and R are true but R does not explain A. C. A is true but R is false. D. A is false but R is true. Answer A. Q29. According to Marxist thought introduced in the chapter, political equality is meaningless without A. Social media access. B. Economic equality. C. A. Monarchy. D. A strong military. Answer B. Q30. Consider the following statements regarding Karl Marx. 1. He prioritized freedom over all other values. 2. He argued that equality is as crucial as freedom. Which is are correct? A. Only 1. B. Only 2. C. Both 1 and 2. D. Neither 1 nor 2. Answer B. Q31. In which book did Mahatma Gandhi discuss the meaning of genuine freedom? A. The Discovery of India. B. Hind Swaraj. C. The Republic. D. Das Kapital. Answer B. Q32. What term did Gandhi use to describe genuine freedom? A. Liberty. B. Emancipation. C. Swaraj. D. Laissez-faire. Answer C. Q33. According to Gandhi, Swaraj implies A. Complete absence of rules. B. Self-rule and self-restraint. C. Dominating other nations. D. Accumulation of wealth. Answer B. Q34. Assertion A. Gandhi's concept of Swaraj is strictly a political term meaning independence from the British. Reason R. Hind Swaraj only discusses military strategies. A. Both A and R are true. B. Both A and R are false. C. A is true but R is false. D. A is false but R is true. Answer B. Q35. How does the chapter describe the relevance of Hind Swaraj? A. It is an outdated text. B. It systematically discusses the concept of genuine freedom. C. It is a manual for politicians. D. It focuses only on industrialization. Answer B. Q36. Who strongly argued that scheduled castes must be considered a minority and given special protection? A. Jawaharlal Nehru. B. Sardar Patel. C. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. D. Subhas Chandra Bose. Answer C. Q37. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar's argument for special protection aimed to achieve which political value? A. Liberty. B. Social justice and equality. C. Secularism. D. Fraternity exclusively. Answer B. Q38. Assertion A. Ambedkar demanded special protections for scheduled castes. Reason R. He recognized that formal equality on paper is not enough to overcome deep-rooted social discrimination. A. Both A and R are true and R explains A. B. Both A and R are true but R does not explain A. C. A is true but R is false. D. A is false but R is true. Answer A. Q39. The provision of special protections, reservations, in the Indian Constitution is heavily inspired by the ideas of A. Karl Marx. B. Rousseau. C. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. D. Plato. Answer C. Q40. Ambedkar's views highlight that in a highly unequal society, achieving equality might require A. Treating everyone exactly the same. B. Ignoring historical injustices. C. Special provisions for marginalized sections. D. Abolishing the Constitution. Answer C. Q41. Plato and Aristotle were philosophers from which ancient civilization? A. Roman. B. Egyptian. C. Greek. D. Mesopotamian. Answer C. Q42. During which century did Plato and Aristotle primarily write about justice and government? A. 5th century BC. B. 1st century AD. C. 10th century BC. D. 15th century AD. Answer A. Q43. Which of the following was a primary concern for ancient Greek philosophers like Plato and Aristotle? A. Net neutrality. B. What is the best form of government? C. Industrial revolution. D. Space exploration. Answer B. Q44. Assertion A. The ideas of ancient Greek philosophers are still relevant today. Reason R. They raised fundamental questions about justice, governance, and the organization of society. A. Both A and R are true and R explains A. B. Both A and R are true but R does not explain A. C. A is true but R is false. D. A is false but R is true. Answer A. Q45. Plato and Aristotle discussed political concepts long before the concept of the modern blank was born. A. Empire. B. City-state. C. Nation-state. D. Tribe. Answer C. Q46. Which famous book was written by Plato to discuss the concept of justice? A. Politics. B. The Republic. C. The Prince. D. Leviathan. Answer B. Q47. In The Republic, who is the central character through whom Plato explores his philosophical ideas? A. Aristotle. B. Alexander. C. Socrates. D. Glaucon. Answer C. Q48. The dialogue in The Republic primarily seeks to answer which question? A. What is freedom? B. What is justice? C. What is the origin of the state? D. How to win wars? Answer B. Q49. Assertion A. The Republic uses dialogue as a method to explore political concepts. Reason R. Plato believed that written laws were unnecessary. A. Both A and R are true. B. Both A and R are false. C. A is true but R is false. D. A is false but R is true. Answer C. Q50. Which young man does Socrates debate with regarding the nature of justice in The Republic? A. Adeimantus. B. Glaucon. C. Thrasymachus. D. All of the above, as represented by Glaucon in the chapter. Answer B. Q51. How did Socrates usually uncover the inconsistencies in the beliefs of his time? A. Through violent protests. B. By writing long treatises. C. Through reason and questioning. D. By appealing to the king. Answer C. Q52. Socrates' method of debate is best described as A. Dogmatic. B. Authoritarian. C. Rational and dialectical. D. Emotional. Answer C. Q53. Assertion A. Socrates accepted the established beliefs of his society without question. Reason R. He believed that tradition is the only source of truth. A. Both A and R are true. B. Both A and R are false. C. A is true but R is false. D. A is false but R is true. Answer B. Q54. The chapter highlights Socrates to demonstrate that political theory involves A. Blind faith. B. Logical thinking and rational debate. C. Memorizing facts. D. Following leaders unconditionally. Answer B. Q55. When Socrates questioned young men, his primary goal was to A. Embarrass them. B. Make them politicians. C. Help them discover the true meaning of concepts like justice. D. Extract money from them. Answer C. Q56. According to the common view challenged by Socrates, justice was often seen as A. Following the rules made by the strong. B. Equality for all. C. An impossible ideal. D. A religious duty. Answer A. Q57. Socrates argued that true justice must involve A. Harming one's enemies. B. The rational pursuit of the good for all. C. Only benefiting the rulers. D. Strict adherence to old customs. Answer B. Q58. Assertion A. Glaucome argued that being unjust is more profitable than being just. Reason R. Socrates agreed with Glaucome and praised injustice. A. Both A and R are true. B. Both A and R are false. C. A is true but R is false. D. A is false but R is true. Answer C. Q59. Socrates demonstrated that if everyone were unjust, society would A. Prosper. B. Become chaotic and unlivable. C. Remain unchanged. D. Become a utopia. Answer B. Q60. The debate between Socrates and Glaucome in the chapter is used to illustrate A. The futility of philosophy. B. How political theory clarifies everyday concepts through debate. C. Greek history. D. The rules of mathematics. Answer B. Q61. Unlike mathematics, political concepts like equality and freedom A. Have a single universally accepted definition. B. Have multiple definitions depending on context. C. Are irrelevant. D. Can be proven in a laboratory. Answer B. Q62. Why do concepts in political theory have multiple definitions? A. Because theorists are confused. B. Because they deal with human relationships and society. C. Because politicians keep changing laws. D. Because they are translated from ancient languages. Answer B. Q63. Assertion A. A triangle has only one definition, but freedom has many. Reason R. Political concepts evolve and are interpreted differently by different people. A. Both A and R are true and R explains A. B. Both A and R are true but R does not explain A. C. A is true but R is false. D. A is false but R is true. Answer A. Q64. If equality were a mathematical concept, it would mean A. Equal distribution of resources in all situations regardless of need. B. A precise, unchangeable formula for all human interactions. C. Both A and B. D. Treating unequal things equally. Answer B. Q65. The analogy of mathematics is used in the chapter to show that political theory is A. Easier than math. B. More exact than math. C. Subjective and deals with complex human realities. D. Only for mathematicians. Answer C. Q66. Providing the same facilities to all students in a school is an example of A. Equality of outcome. B. Equality of opportunity. C. Socialism. D. Injustice. Answer B. Q67. Why might equality of opportunity not be enough to achieve true equality? A. Because people are naturally lazy. B. Because disabled or disadvantaged individuals might need special provisions. C. Because it is too expensive. D. Because it is unconstitutional. Answer B. Q68. Assertion A. True equality always means treating everyone in exactly the same way. Reason R. Special provisions for marginalized groups violate the principle of equality. A. Both A and R are true. B. Both A and R are false. C. A is true but R is false. D. A is false but R is true. Answer B. Q69. Which of the following is an example of a special provision aimed at achieving deeper equality? A. A flat tax rate. B. Reservations for marginalized communities in jobs. C. A common uniform for all. D. Equal voting rights. Answer B. Q70. The debate between formal equality and special provisions shows that political concepts are A. Static. B. Irrelevant. C. Dynamic and require contextual interpretation. D. Purely mathematical. Answer C. Q71. Political concepts like freedom and equality are A. Fixed forever once defined. B. Continuously growing and changing in meaning. C. Only relevant in ancient times. D. Defined only by the Constitution. Answer B. Q72. What drives the change in the definition of political concepts over time? A. Changes in climate. B. New societal challenges, technologies, and contexts. C. Only the whims of politicians. D. International treaties. Answer B. Q73. Assertion A. The meaning of freedom has changed in the 21st century. Reason R. New technologies like the internet have created new spaces where freedom is exercised and threatened. A. Both A and R are true and R explains A. B. Both A and R are true but R does not explain A. C. A is true but R is false. D. A is false but R is true. Answer A. Q74. Which of the following best describes the nature of political theory? A. It is a closed book of rules. B. It is an ongoing dialogue reflecting changing human experiences. C. It is the study of extinct political systems. D. It focuses solely on the economy. Answer B. Q75. The expanding scope of fundamental rights in India is an example of A. Constitutional failure. B. The evolving nature of political concepts. C. Judicial overreach. D. Political stagnation. Answer B. Q76. In its most basic sense, negative freedom is often understood as A. The ability to do anything one wants without consequences. B. The absence of external constraints. C. Forcing others to be free. D. Obeying all laws blindly. Answer B. Q77. A broader, positive understanding of freedom includes A. The right to harm others. B. The presence of conditions that enable individuals to develop their potential. C. The abolishment of all government. D. Anarchy. Answer B. Q78. Assertion A. Freedom does not mean the right to do whatever one pleases. Reason R. Unlimited freedom for one person could destroy the freedom of others. A. Both A and R are true and R explains A. B. Both A and R are true but R does not explain A. C. A is true but R is false. D. A is false but R is true. Answer A. Q79. According to political theory, reasonable restrictions on freedom are A. Always unjust. B. Necessary to ensure everyone's freedom. C. Only for the poor. D. A sign of dictatorship. Answer B. Q80. Which thinker's concept of Swaraj blends freedom with self-restraint and duty? A. Karl Marx. B. J. S. Mill. C. Mahatma Gandhi. D. John Locke. Answer C. Q81. The global network that has created a new space for political and social interaction is commonly referred to as A. The stratosphere. B. The netizens' world, Internet. C. The Global Assembly. D. The United Nations. Answer B. Q82. The concept of net neutrality is a modern application of which core political value? A. Secularism. B. Freedom and equality. C. Nationalism. D. Sovereignty. Answer B. Q83. Assertion A. The internet has raised new questions for political theory. Reason, R. It has created new forms of communication that require balancing freedom of speech with protection from cybercrime. A. Both A and R are true and R explains A. B. Both A and R are true but R does not explain A. C. A is true but R is false. D. A is false but R is true. Answer, A. Q84. Net neutrality argues that A. Internet providers should charge different rates for different websites. B. All internet traffic should be treated equally. C. The internet should be shut down. D. Only the government should use the internet. Answer, B. Q85. Protecting citizens from cyber terrorism while maintaining their right to information is a modern debate about A. Justice. B. Freedom versus security. C. Equality. D. Secularism. Answer, B. Q86. In the digital age, the right to privacy is closely linked to the political concept of A. Freedom. B. Monarchy. C. Feudalism. D. Mercantilism. Answer, A. Q87. Why do internet users demand political protection for their data? A. Because data has no value. B. To prevent corporate and government surveillance and misuse of personal information. C. Because they want to sell it. D. Because the internet is too slow. Answer, B. Q88. Assertion, A. Freedom in the modern world includes the right to digital privacy. Reason, R. Political concepts adapt to new technological realities. A. Both A and R are true and R explains A. B. Both A and R are true but R does not explain A. C. A is true but R is false. D. A is false but R is true. Answer, A. Q89. If a government tracks all online activity of its citizens without consent, it is primarily violating their A. Right to equality. B. Right to privacy, freedom. C. Right to education. D. Right to property. Answer, B. Q90. The debate over online privacy shows that political theory is A. Stuck in the past. B. Highly relevant to modern technological issues. C. Only about elections. D. A purely theoretical subject with no practical use. Answer, B. Q91. Global warming requires new political thinking because A. It is a fictional issue. B. It transcends national boundaries and requires collective, international decision making. C. It only affects one country. D. It can be solved by one politician. Answer, B. Q92. Tackling environmental degradation is an application of political theory concerning A. Intergenerational justice and global cooperation. B. Ancient Greek history. C. Electoral voting machines. D. The definitions of democracy. Answer, A. Q93. Assertion, A. Environmental issues are now considered political issues. Reason, R. They require government policies, international agreements, and collective action to resolve. A. Both A and R are true and R explains A. B. Both A and R are true but R does not explain A. C. A is true but R is false. D. A is false but R is true. Answer, A. Q94. Which of the following best describes the political nature of global warming? A. It is purely a scientific problem. B. It involves negotiating how much carbon different nations can emit, which is a question of fairness and justice. C. It is irrelevant to political theory. D. It only concerns biologists. Answer, B. Q95. The expanding list of political issues, like the environment, proves that political theory is A. Shrinking. B. Static. C. Dynamic and evolving. D. Useless. Answer, C. Q96. Studying political theory is important for high school students primarily because they will become A. Politicians. B. Future citizens and voters. C. Lawyers. D. Philosophers. Answer B. Q97. An informed and aware citizen can A. Blindly follow leaders. B. Easily be manipulated. C. Participate meaningfully in the democratic process. D. Ignore political issues. Answer C. Q98. Assertion A. Political theory trains citizens to think rationally about political questions. Reason R. A functioning democracy relies on an informed and critical citizenry. A. Both A and R are true and R explains A. B. Both A and R are true but R does not explain A. C. A is true but R is false. D. A is false but R is true. Answer A. Q99. Which of the following is a direct benefit of studying political theory for a common citizen? A. Becoming rich. B. Understanding one's rights and duties in a democracy. C. Getting a government job. D. Learning how to win elections illegally. Answer B. Q100. Political theory helps us act as vigilant citizens, which means A. Spying on neighbors. B. Keeping a watch on the government and understanding policy implications. C. Forming militias. D. Rejecting the Constitution. Answer B. Q101. A basic knowledge of political ideas helps individuals to A. Win physical fights. B. Debate reasonably and articulate their opinions clearly. C. Avoid all arguments. D. Suppress others' opinions. Answer B. Q102. When we disagree with others on a political issue, political theory teaches us to A. Insult them. B. Use force. C. Defend our point of view rationally and listen to counter arguments. D. Walk away and never speak to them. Answer C. Q103. Assertion A. Political theory discourages debate. Reason R. It provides fixed answers that cannot be questioned. A. Both A and R are true. B. Both A and R are false. C. A is true but R is false. D. A is false but R is true. Answer B. Q104. Which skill is heavily developed through the study of political theory? A. Programming. B. Critical thinking and logical argumentation. C. Medical surgery. D. Accounting. Answer B. Q105. In a democratic setup, why is logical articulation important? A. Because whoever shouts loudest wins. B. Because policies are shaped by public discourse and persuasion. C. Because it replaces the need for voting. D. Because it confuses the opposition. Answer B. Q106. The chapter compares learning political theory to learning A. How to drive. B. Grammar before speaking a language. C. How to cook. D. Mathematics. Answer B. Q107. What does the grammar analogy imply about political theory? A. It provides the fundamental rules and concepts needed to make sense of political life. B. It is boring and unnecessary. C. It is only about words, not actions. D. It is only for linguists. Answer A. Q108. Assertion A. You do not need to be a politician to benefit from political theory. Reason R. Just as you don't need to be a linguist to use grammar, you don't need to be a politician to engage in society's political processes. A. Both A and R are true and R explains A. B. Both A and R are true but R does not explain A. C. A is true but R is false. D. A is false but R is true. Answer A. Q109. If political theory is the grammar, what is the language being spoken? A. English. B. Our daily political and social interactions. C. Computer code. D. Silence. Answer B. Q110. This analogy suggests that political theory provides a framework for A. Dictatorship. B. Meaningful political participation. C. Economic monopolies. D. Religious rituals. Answer B. Q111. Apart from citizens, which professionals heavily rely on the concepts of political theory in their daily work? A. Doctors and engineers. B. Bureaucrats, lawyers, and judges. C. Artists and musicians. D. Farmers and mechanics. Answer B. Q112. Why do judges need an understanding of political theory? A. To win elections. B. To interpret the constitution and laws in light of concepts like justice and equality. C. To manage court finances. D. To write novels. Answer B. Q113. Assertion A. A lawyer defending civil liberties is practically applying political theory. Reason R. Civil liberties are rooted in the political concept of freedom. A. Both A and R are true and R explains A. B. Both A and R are true but R does not explain A. C. A is true but R is false. D. A is false but R is true. Answer A. Q114. When a bureaucrat designs a policy for the marginalized, they are applying the principle of A. Capitalism. B. Social justice and equality. C. Authoritarianism. D. Nepotism. Answer B. Q115. Which of the following professions uses political theory to draft legislation? A. Architects. B. Legislators and bureaucrats. C. Software developers. D. Surgeons. Answer B. Q116. The Indian Constitution is heavily influenced by A. Only British laws. B. The ideas of various political thinkers regarding rights, justice, and democracy. C. Ancient mythological texts exclusively. D. Corporate rulebooks. Answer B. Q117. Our Constitution incorporates the idea of freedom primarily through A. Directive principles. B. Fundamental rights. C. Fundamental duties. D. The preamble only. Answer B. Q118. Assertion A. The Constitution is a dead document. Reason R. The political theories it is based on never change. A. Both A and R are true. B. Both A and R are false. C. A is true but R is false. D. A is false but R is true. Answer B. Q119. Which part of the Indian Constitution reflects the socio-economic equality advocated by thinkers like Marx and Ambedkar? A. The preamble only. B. Directive principles of state policy. C. The Citizenship Act. D. The Election Commission. Answer B. Q120. The Constitution serves as a practical application of A. Science. B. Political theory. C. Mathematics. D. Geography. Answer B. Q121. Which thinkers' ideas on non-violence and self-rule, Swaraj, profoundly shaped the Indian freedom struggle? A. Karl Marx. B. Mahatma Gandhi. C. Rousseau. D. Plato. Answer B. Q122. The struggle for equality in India, particularly against caste discrimination, was spearheaded by A. Rousseau. B. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. C. Socrates. D. Winston Churchill. Answer B. Q123. Assertion A. Political theory is a purely Western concept. Reason R. Indian thinkers like Gandhi and Ambedkar have not contributed to political theory. A. Both A and R are true. B. Both A and R are false. C. A is true but R is false. D. A is false but R is true. Answer B. Q124. Which concept bridges the gap between formal legal equality and actual social equality? A. Laissez-faire. B. Protective discrimination, reservations. C. Totalitarianism. D. Anarchism. Answer B. Q125. In the context of political theory, justice is best described as A. Punishing criminals. B. Fairness and equitable distribution of resources and opportunities. C. Might makes right. D. Equality of all incomes. Answer B. Q126. Political theory encourages us to examine A. Only the faults of the government. B. Our own beliefs and prejudices about what is right and wrong. C. The lives of celebrities. D. Historical dates. Answer B. Q127. When we study political theory, our personal opinions are A. Validated automatically. B. Subjected to rational scrutiny and logic. C. Ignored completely. D. Forced to change by law. Answer B. Q128. Assertion A. Political theory helps us become more open-minded. Reason R. It exposes us to different viewpoints and forces us to justify our own beliefs logically. A. Both A and R are true and R explains A. B. Both A and R are true but R does not explain A. C. A is true but R is false. D. A is false but R is true. Answer A. Q129. If someone believes that censorship is always good, studying political theory might lead them to A. Become a dictator. B. Consider the importance of freedom of speech and its limits. C. Stop reading books. D. Attack journalists. Answer B. Q130. The ultimate goal of assessing our beliefs through political theory is to A. Win arguments at any cost. B. Develop a nuanced, reasoned understanding of political issues. C. Prove others wrong. D. Memorize philosophical terms. Answer B. Q131. While politics often refers to the practical activities of governance and power, political theory refers to A. The exact same thing. B. The systematic study of the concepts and principles underlying those activities. C. The study of political corruption. D. The art of winning elections. Answer B. Q132. A politician giving a speech to win votes is engaging in ______, while a scholar analyzing the concept of democracy in that speech is engaging in ______. A. Political theory, politics. B. Politics, political theory. C. Sociology, economics. D. Economics, politics. Answer B. Q133. Assertion A. You can study political theory without actively participating in politics. Reason R. Political theory is an academic discipline analyzing ideas, while politics is the practical exercise of power. A. Both A and R are true and R explains A. B. Both A and R are true but R does not explain A. C. A is true but R is false. D. A is false but R is true. Answer A. Q134. Which of the following best differentiates a political theorist from a politician? A. A theorist seeks power, a politician seeks truth. B. A theorist analyzes concepts like justice, a politician focuses on governance and elections. C. There is no difference. D. A theorist only reads books, a politician only watches TV. Answer B. Q135. The chapter suggests that despite their differences, politics and political theory are A. Completely unrelated. B. Deeply interconnected, as ideas shape practice and practice shapes ideas. C. Enemies. D. Both obsolete. Answer B. Q136. Why can't a quality have a single, fixed definition like a square? A. Because humans are incapable of understanding shapes. B. Because equality involves complex and changing human relationships. C. Because mathematicians refuse to define it. D. Because the Constitution forbids it. Answer B. Q137. The definition of fairness in a classroom might differ from its definition in a workplace. This shows that political concepts are A. Useless. B. Context dependent. C. Mathematical. D. Illegal. Answer B. Q138. Assertion A. Political concepts are shaped by the society they are applied in. Reason R. Human needs, technologies, and social structures constantly evolve. A. Both A and R are true and R explains A. B. Both A and R are true but R does not explain A. C. A is true but R is false. D. A is false but R is true. Answer A. Q139. Which of the following is an example of a political concept evolving due to human relationships? A. The formula for water changing. B. The concept of citizenship expanding to include women and minorities over time. C. The sun rising in the east. D. Gravity. Answer B. Q140. Understanding the subjective nature of political concepts teaches us A. To abandon definitions. B. Tolerance and the need for continuous debate. C. That science is better than humanities. D. To enforce one strict rule for everything. Answer B. Q141. Politics is not just found in parliament, it is also present in A. Only historical books. B. Everyday life, such as college unions, resident welfare associations, and workplaces. C. Outer space. D. Only in the capital city. Answer B. Q142. When students protest against a fee hike, they are engaging in A. Economic theory. B. Everyday politics and collective action. C. Mathematics. D. A crime. Answer B. Q143. Assertion A. Politics only happens during elections. Reason R. Only politicians do politics. A. Both A and R are false. B. Both A and R are true. C. A is true but R is false. D. A is false but R is true. Answer A. Q144. Recognizing politics in everyday life helps individuals A. Avoid their neighbors. B. Understand power dynamics and advocate for their rights in various social settings. C. Become paranoid. D. Stop participating in society. Answer B. Q145. Which scenario represents politics in a broad sense? A. A family deciding collectively how to spend their budget. B. A residents' association deciding on security rules. C. Students negotiating with college administration. D. All of the above. Answer D. Q146. Is the study of political theory ever completed? A. Yes, once a constitution is written. B. No, because society and challenges continuously evolve. C. Yes, after graduating high school. D. Yes, when a perfect society is achieved. Answer B. Q147. New technologies and global crises ensure that political theory remains A. Static. B. Irrelevant. C. An ongoing, dynamic discourse. D. A purely historical subject. Answer C. Q148. Assertion A. We no longer need to study freedom because Rousseau already defined it. Reason R. The challenges to freedom today, like digital surveillance, are different from Rousseau's time. A is true but R is false. B. Both A and R are false. C. A is false but R is true. D. Both A and R are true. Answer C. Q149. What is the ultimate message of the first chapter of the NCERT political theory book? A. Political theory is a dead science. B. Political theory is essential for understanding, analyzing, and participating in the evolving social and political world. C. Politics should be left only to politicians. D. Only science subjects are useful. Answer B. Q150. As long as human societies exist, political theory will be necessary to A. Generate electricity. B. Clarify values, resolve conflicts, and guide collective decision making. C. Predict the weather. D. Cure diseases. Answer B.